Are you not sure what to put in your previews? Well, watch this video to find out. Over the years, TPT has evolved a little bit, and as more and more people come on as sellers, my cat's knocking things down, you guys. But as more people come on as sellers, there's kind of more skills and more things evolving because we learned that different things are better, basically. So I figured today I would talk to you guys about previews and how we can really use previews to up our sales, our views. Well, I guess it really does just help your sales because your views, people are already looking at that. But it really is important to use all of the retail space that TPT provides us with. It's helpful to make the previews bigger and for people to be able to see the resource in action or at least mock-ups of the resource. I like to think of it as like a sales page. I don't know if you guys have done lead magnets or anything like that before. Like if you look at a sales page for a course, for example, it's going to tell you all the things of why you should why you should purchase the course, right? So that's basically the same thing you should be doing in your preview. You don't necessarily have to say buy now or anything like that, but you do want to tell the buyer why it's going to be helpful for them. You do want to tell them what's going to be included in it. It doesn't have to be too many pages, but it should be more than one page. With that said, I thought it would be helpful for me to go through some of my previews and kind of go over why I think they'd be good or bad and suggestions I would have for them. If you guys want me to look at any of your previews, go ahead and drop them in the comments. But here we go. Alright, here we go. Let's look at some of these previews. Alright, let me start with this one. Alright, so first off, just gonna look here. Okay, so I'm not sure this would get many views because not sure how my keywords. Okay, that's not bad. But it doesn't really look like my keywords are utilized very well. And then this retail space here with the thumbnails is not utilized well at all. This is just a picture of the preview page, basically, and then this is part of the resource. But again, like I want to use this space as good retail space that would get people interested in the resource and show them a variety of ways to use it. Sometimes it's hard to come up with something to put on this last one, and I could say like I could put an arrow there to this view preview button, and I could say like click view preview for more information or something like that, because you are able to put so much into this preview page. So let's look at this preview. Okay, so this preview page, I'm okay with this, but I mean I could definitely add a lot of value here. I don't think this really does a great job of representing the value of this resource. It does tell a lot, and I do like that I have different pictures of it in use. However, like I don't really tell my audience all the different things that they could be doing with this resource and how this resource could benefit them and their students. So that was what I would add to this. So first of all, I would change those thumbnails, and then I would change this to a widescreen preview and add some of that, show teachers the value of this resource. Okay. Let's look at the next one. So this is like, I'm kind of being like Goldilocks. I'm going until I find one that's just right. So, okay, translanguaging, figurative language for ELL students. So this first part, I would recommend like having like a title here, just because it is helpful for buyers. Like when I looked at this, I was like, wait, what is this again? I mean, it does kind of say here, but it's not the easiest to read, in my opinion. since there is all that other color and visual stuff on it. Okay, I do like that it says it allows students to make connections between English and Spanish. Okay, they can practice. Shows the resource different ways. Shows what comes with it. I'm pretty happy with this one. I would maybe add like reviews or ratings to this one, and then add a page with similar resources. And do I have some and suggested uses, like ways they can use this resource in their classroom. But other than that, I pretty much like this one. Okay, my last one here. Oh, I forgot to look at the thumbnails on that one. Sorry. Alright, so measurement anchor chart. I do like these thumbnails. Only thing is I would maybe change this to like click on preview for more information. And I like how there's some mock-ups of it on notebooks. Okay, so this is my favorite. Because I feel like this really does do a good job of selling the resource, telling people what they need to have in it, why they need to have in it. Teachers like them have said similar resources. So this is again like why it's good, and it's okay to repeat information. So some of this information and this information is the same, because it's good for the teachers to hear something over and over again to realize why they might need it. It's kind of like seeing something so many times before you're willing to buy it, the average person. So like seeing the same words every time and the same keywords and things like that, that makes you realize like, okay, this is actually a part of this resource to me. So to recap, I think you guys need to use all the retail space that TPT gives you. So make sure you are actually utilizing those thumbnails, and you can utilize that thumbnail, that last thumbnail, to tell people to look at the preview for more information. That way, if they felt like they weren't satisfied enough from the thumbnails, they can click on it. And if they were satisfied enough from the thumbnails, then they'll just purchase your resource. You want to make sure that you make your preview so that the information is helpful to the buyers. So you're telling them what it offers them, why it's beneficial to them, and it's okay to be repetitive. Okay, so use the retail space. Make sure you are telling the buyers why it's beneficial. Make sure that you make your preview bigger, like widescreen. That's just more visually appealing, and then you can also add more information on there. Think of it like a sales page. I guess that kind of goes along with point 2. And then make sure you link to similar resources or post reviews if that's an option, because even if they don't want to purchase that resource at the time, then it's okay, you know, maybe they want to purchase something else of yours. You don't really want to post something that links outside of TPT, because then that's taking them away from your store. Then they could, you know, just not purchase from you at all, or think, oh, I'll do this later, and then just not come back to it. Thank you guys. Like I said, if you guys want to, you can post your preview down below and I'll take a look. Have a great day. Bye.